took our shot. Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the house Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware built, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for liftoff. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Rebels about to kick it away and get this season started. Going for the return. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Houston's return team will have that offense backed up. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
After misfiring, it's second down. Handoff from the gun. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3. As college football evolves, guys, and players have more rights and they capitalize on name, image, and likeness, and teams are in different conferences, maybe the biggest thing and the thing that keeps coaches up at night, dealing with the transfer portal.
Because they got to make sure that everybody in their locker room is happy.
He tries to take the top off, and that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Houston will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He's got great speed. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So UNLV's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Going up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him to.
Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Shoots it to the left. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Second down coming up. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards. Stopped at the 23.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up. Fires left. Makes a connection. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13.
The Rebels have moved it inside the 20. The option look. They get him down, but not before he picks up 6 to the 7-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you could just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
Trying to run it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels. They're on the board first here in the season opener. Well, 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 somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's straight. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Yeah, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Pulls it in. It's Wilson. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep it.
And the quarterback is snowed under. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Yeah, get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. Here's the handoff. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They'll try to run for it. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
They'll ride the hot hand. They'll make the stop, but he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
The play action fake. Finds his man. It's Connerly. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
From the red zone, looking for a space. And he's got it! Touchdown, UNLV!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Just about set to kick it away. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last.
At this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the ball.
Smith wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on,
looking deep down the right side. And it's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
The Cougars are on the move. On the run, it's Need. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. Wants to throw on 2nd down. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. They'll start this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Thompson. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Lofts one deep down the right side. And that pass intercepted. Looking for more room. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Smith dropping to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, and they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Johnson. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougars. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Tennessee looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over the field like Smokey in the pregame. They're up by 21 over the Pandas. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They'll run it from the gun. Nice move there. He's got 50 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw for it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And listen, on 3rd and 1, I'm bringing so many bodies near the line of scrimmage thinking you're going to run the football. But guess what? Now when I got all those bodies near the line of scrimmage, they're already there. I'm blitzing. I'm bringing pressure. I'm getting you on the ground.
The Rebels line up to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum.
Off he goes. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
He makes the catch. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pressure coming. pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
He makes a grab. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. Absolutely perfect. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
And the Cougars will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. Line gets set. First down. They'll open the second half with a run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's White. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. On the option. Now the toss. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. A little counter. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down. The Rebels have this offense rolling. Quick completion to the right.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
They go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Good timing on the quick out. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the 1st. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Thomas. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. It's a draw. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. Fires into traffic, picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver, they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he hauls it in at the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Wilson. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
With jet sweep pass. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the...
And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. It is good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the toss. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. First down to start the drive after the break. They're getting this guy lathered up. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Handoff from the shotgun. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. He just broke the century mark, 100 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. Got it in the middle, it's White. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you see him.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Rebels want to move quickly. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Already in a great spot to kick a field goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown would be even better. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! They move on top here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Ready to try the point after. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away, and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job.
Looking for a huge play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Give to the running back. Pirouettes away from the defense.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I think we're going to see more and more of this in college football. It used to be that if it was 4th and inches and you're on your own side of the field, you automatically punt. But I like that play call there. With their offensive line and their ability to run the football, just go out and get it and keep the drive alive.
Using his legs to buy some time. Finds his man. It's Wilson. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. To the ground with the back. Trucks through the defender.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them great tackle there. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can pick up the first without scoring. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Touchdown, Houston. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. Smith wants to throw. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense.
That's a decision I think the head coach is going to be questioned about after this football game because you could have just tied the game easily with an extra point kick. You went for the lead. You come up short. Do you have time? Can your defense get you the ball back to give you an opportunity to win this one?
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Connerly. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Dialing up a second down pass play. Throws for the tight end. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. The defense really did its job, David, and now the offense can put a little breathing room in this one.
Yeah, breathing room would be great, but it's nice to know that you can depend on your defense. Coming up with a big stop, Jesse. I still got the lead. I'm still in a good spot.
And, David, you'd love to be able to pay off that defensive effort by closing this thing out, putting a beautiful drive together here when it matters most.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. Smith dropping to pass, looking to buy time. He'll turn it loose out to the right. Makes the catch. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, and it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Gutsy play caller. A lot of coaches out there that would have run the football, try to keep the clock going, or force your opponent to use more timeouts. They throw for it on 3rd down. They get the completion, and with that, they should win this game.
Houston trying to hold on and run out the clock. They'll try to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
That is how it's done. Great job by this offense. And because of the score and the time, kick the extra point because you're going to make them go down the field, have to score, and get a two-point conversion to tie this football game. Great drive by this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Temple looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Owls. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Impressive, to say the least. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He's looking for an open man on second down. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar!
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
But they call it a long shot for a reason, because they've still technically got a shot. I know it's not...
He lobs one high down the left side. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
It's second down.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock.
Brings up second down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.